What up, YouTube? T-Movies here. It's July, so here is my July TV preview, where I talk about the what is premiering in July. All right, premiering on Wednesday, July 1st, which was yesterday, Unsolved Mysteries, which is a series that enacts and interviews that should retell the circumstances of mysteries that are unsolved, covering crime, tales of lost love, unexplained history, and paranormal events. The original is, premiered in the 80s, and it was pretty good. I really quite like the original Unsolved Mysteries. This one actually looks pretty decent, so I'll definitely give this one a watch. You got the original music back, so there's that. Thursday, which is July 2nd, which is today, we got Warrior Nun, which is a Netflix series about a young woman who wakes up with a divine artifact in her back and gets caught in a war between the forces of heaven and hell. This looks horrible. I'm sorry. I saw the preview for this. It does not look so good. So, yeah. All right. Let's see. We on the third, we got Hannah season 2, which is based on the film with Kate Blanchett and Saoirse Ronan. We got the Babysitters Club, which is about a group of middle school girls who set up a business to provide babysitters for local parents. That looks really interesting. The, uh, they also did do like a. This is of course based on a book. They actually did a couple of adaptations a couple of times. One with a film version and a TV version. So yeah, look forward to check this one out. We got the Grudge TV show John on Origins, which is of course like more of the based on the Japanese one more than the recent remakes we had. There's a Cable Girls, the final season, which I don't really watch Cable Girls, so it's like the Spanish show that takes place in the 20s, and it's about the story of four women from different backgrounds, newly hired as operators for a phone company. So I never really seen this show, so I can't really comment on it. So. We got this film called Desperados coming to Netflix, which is about a panicked woman who rushes to Mexico with her friends and told to try to delete a ranting email that she sent to her boyfriend. It stars Nassim Pereira, Robbie Amell, Lamar Morris. This looks horrible. It looks like a horrible Netflix dumpster fire. It doesn't look funny. I like Nassim Pereira, but yeah. Coming to Disney Plus tomorrow, we got the Hamilton film, which looks terrific. I cannot wait to check this one out. I mean, you guys, they need to do this more often with Broadway musicals. Film it so it could so they can release it as a feature film. They should do that with more Broadway musicals in the future. But all right, Wednesday, July 8th, we got Stateless season 1, which is inspired by true events, and it's about a woman escaping a cult, a refugee fleeing with his family, a father trapped in the dead-end job, and a few other, and a background of the verge of a national scandal that finds their lives intertwined in an immigration detention center. This looks okay. I mean, you got Kate Blanchett, so that could be cool. Thursday, July 9th on HBO Max, we got Expecting Amy, which is a miniseries that stars follows Amy Schumer as she struggles with her pregnancy in preparation for a comedy special. I like Amy Schumer, so I'll probably give that one a shot. Also coming to HBO Max, we've got Close Enough, which is about a couple faces of various challenges as they transition from their 20s to their 30s, and this is from the same creators of regular show, which could be interesting. Friday, July 10th, we got on Apple Plus, we got Little Voice, which stars the girl from Star. She's in this. I think her name's Brittany O'Grady, I believe, and she plays this girl named Bess King, who's this uniquely talented performer who struggles to fulfill her dreams while navigating rejection, love, and complicated family issues. It's interesting. I mean, it is pretty cool seeing Brittany O'Grady do stuff, since Star got canceled. So I'm curious to see what else she could do outside of Star. Of course, the last time I saw her in something was Black Christmas, and we saw how that turned out. But hopefully, she's better in this one. All right. Also coming to Apple Plus, we got Greyhound, which stars Tom Hanks and was supposed to come to theaters, but it's going to Apple Plus. And it's about a U.S. Navy commander named Ernest Cruz who is assigned to lead an Allied convoy across the Atlantic during World War II. It's Tom Hanks, a World War II film. He does those pretty well, so I'll give that one a watch. Alright, coming to Hulu, we got Palm Springs, which stars Andy Samberg, and it's where stuck in a time loop, two wedding guests develop a budding romance while living in the same day over and over again. So I guess it's like, so this actually looks pretty intriguing. You've got Andy Samberg, the girl from How I Met Your Mother is in this, and she was also in Wolf of Wall Street. She's pretty cool. You got J.K. Simmons, looks intriguing, so I'll check this one out. Coming to Netflix, we got this comic called The Old Guard, which is about a group of mercenaries, old centuries, old immortal with the ability to heal themselves, discover someone is on to their secret, and they must fight to protect their freedom. It is a drill that is based on a graphic novel starring Charlize Theron. This looks really cool. Looks really like it has some cool action in it. I think this, yeah, Chiwetel Ejiofor is also in this too, so there's that. I think The Old Girl looks very intriguing. Coming to Netflix, we got Down to Earth with Zac Efron, which looks like, which sort of feels like Zac Efron's version of The World According to Jeff Goldblum. That's what this sort of reminds me of. And it, is a new travel show with Zac Efron journeys around the world with wellness expert Darren Olin in search of healthy ways to live. That looks pretty cool. I mean, Zac Efron, a travel show could be intriguing. All right, we got on July 12th on Sunday, July 12th on Stars. We got the show called P-Valley, which is based on Har's play title Pussy Valley, which is literally the actual title. I'm not being dirty there; it's the actual title there. But P-Valley is set in the Mississippi Delta and follows the lives of the complex characters who work at a small strip club. So this looks pretty cool. I mean, who does not love anything strip club related? Come on. But this looks like kind of like it could be something pretty interesting. I mean, Stars makes some pretty decent shows once in a while, so sorry, I'll give this one a watch. All right, Monday, July 13th on QB, we got this new show called The Now, which is about a down-on-his-luck man with a long family history of depression and mental illness. You got Dave Franco, Bill Murray, Daryl Hannah, O'Shea Jackson Jr., Jimmy Tatro. Looks interesting. I'll probably. They haven't released a trailer, but I saw a couple of stills of it. Could be intriguing. Wednesday, July 15th, we got now NBC streaming service simply titled Peacock launches, and that launching that day, we got Brave New World, which is based on a novel, and it's a series that imagines a utopian society that achieves peace and stability. You got Eldon Rice from Solo fame, Demi Moore. Looks okay. We got a show called The Capture, which is also coming to Peacock. And it stars Ron Perlman, Fleming Jameson, Laura Haddock. You got some interesting actors here, so it could be interesting. We got this workplace comedy called Intelligence, which stars Dylan. David Schwimmer, I meant to say. Looks. Of course, this is a workplace comedy set in the UK's government communications headquarters, so. Okay. Could be cool. I mean, you got David Schwimmer in this, so that. We got Psych 2, Lassie Comes Home, which comes to Peacock. Now, Psych 2 is, of course, a sequel to the first Psych, which is based on a TV show starring James Rhodey, who's now on a middle things. You also got Dua Hills in this. I quite like the first Psych, and the show is actually pretty solid. So I'll definitely check out the sequel. All right, coming to Peacock, we got In Deep with Ryan Lochte, which is of course a documentary about Ryan Lochte and his scandal and all that. So there's that. We got something called Lost Speedways coming to Peacock. Peacock, we got Curious George coming. Cleopatra in Space. Where's Waldo? So that's for the kids out there. Thursday, July 16th. The trailer for this just dropped. We got this film titled Fail Fair. Almost an attraction. It kind of looks a little bit like that. And it stars Neil Long and Omar Epps. And it stars Neil Long, who plays this woman named Ellie, who tries to mend her marriage with her husband Marcus after a brief encounter with an old friend David, only to find out that David is more dangerous and safer than she realized. So yeah, this is. I guess you could say we've seen this type of story before. This got someone seems decent enough, but they turn out not to be very. They of course turns out not to be. They turn out not to be stable and all that. This looks really cool. I mean, I like Neil Long. I like Omar, so I'll probably give this one a watch, but we'll see how it is. We got a film titled Milk coming to Netflix, which is about three best friends in their 40s who start a relationship with a younger man while on vacation. It stars Virginia Leadon from The Beach fame. She's pretty cool, so. Friday, July 17th, we got Secret Society of Second Born Warriors coming to Disney Plus, which is about a rebellious princess who is stunned to learn that she has superpowers that belong to a secret society with long-standing traditions of covering, keeping the peace throughout the kingdom. That don't sound like X-Men at all. It stars Peyton Elizabeth Lee from Andy Mack fame, Ashley Leo, Skylar Astin, L.D. Young. Looks pretty cool. We got this King Arthur-like show, titled Curse, which stars Catherine Langford from Dirty Reasons Why fame. And it's about a teenage sorceress named Numu who encounters a young Arthur on his quest to find a powerful and ancient warrior, ancient sword. Catherine Langford is pretty cool to see what she could do outside, since leaving Dirty Reasons Why. So I'll probably check that one out. Sunday, July 19th, we got The Alienist, Angel of Darkness, which is a follow-up to The Alienist, which is also based on a book. It's a mystery show that stars Dakota Fanning, Dana Brule, Luke Evans, based on a series of novels. I quite like The Alienist, so I'll check out this blog. Friday, July 24th, we got The Kissing Booth 2, which is after a romantic summer together. Noah is off to Harvard, and Elle heads back to high school for her senior year. This is, of course, a sequel to the first Kissing Booth, which I quite thought was pretty decent. You got Joey King coming back. The dude from Euphoria is in this. The kid from Super 8, Joel Courtney's in this. Molly Ringwald's back. Looks pretty decent. I haven't seen it yet, but the poster looks decent. A couple of the stills looks cool, so I'll check out the sequel when it premieres. Alright, also coming to Netflix, we got Animal Crackers, which this is a film that's been made for a few years ago. It's about a family who must use a magical box of animal crackers to save a rundown circus from being taken over by their evil uncle. This features the voices of the King of Circuses, Danny DeVito. You got John Krasinski and Emily Blunt. Sylvester Stallone's in this. Gilbert Gottfried. You've got Raven Simone, Patrick Warburton. The trailer looks pretty decent, so I'll probably check this one out. Alright, coming to HBO, we got Room 104, Season 4, which is a show created by Mark Duplass and Jay Duplass. Sunday, July 26th, we got Winona Earp Season 4, which comes to the Sci-Fi Network. Thursday, July 31st, we got The Umbrella Academy Season 2 returning. which I cannot wait for. I thought the first Umbrella Academy was pretty decent, so look forward to see where they're going to take season 2 at. Last but not least, on Disney Plus, we got Muppets Now, which is like a Muppets, sitcom in a way, which of course features, Kermit the Frog, lots of the Muppet Gang. I love the Muppets, so I'll definitely give this one a watch. But yeah, some pretty interesting stuff coming. Let me leave you guys. Which of these, stuff that's premiering are you looking forward to check out? I'm actually looking forward to check out, Hamilton on Disney Plus. Muppets Now actually looks pretty solid. Umbrella Academy, Kissing Booth 2. So pretty interesting stuff to keep your eye out for this month. Anyway, drop a comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Team Move signing off.